Today's Evolving into a Starseed, day 118. It's been a long journey. We're almost there. We're almost at 365. We're almost there. Today's topic. Well, first off, let me thank everyone for subscribing and tuning in and tapping in. For keeping me at least 3,000 to 5,000 views a day is amazing. To reach a max of 11K, I'm still humbled by that. And I'm still thanking you all for just joining, subscribing, getting me closer and closer to 1K subscribers so I can start monetizing for all of the wonderful things that we share every rising. So back to the subject. Today, we're speaking about the evolution of a starseed. Okay, I'm going to define a starseed. When you finally understand your compass rights and your pineal gland and how everything is linked into math and everything else, you understand what a starseed is. I can't give you all the information because you just got to go on that journey and learn it for yourself. It's an amazing journey, and had I known everything that I knew today at the beginning of the journey, it would have been no point in even making it to the point of graduation. So never for a second let the journey or the anxiety of the journey stop you from continuing to want to actually be on the journey. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into it. 218 is today, the day, right? And the topic is, are you truly healing or masking? It's a series we've been in for a little bit, and the question is, are you truly healing when it comes to being seen? And what does that mean to you? A lot of us, we don't even know what being seen means, right? So, for instance, being seen can relate to two things: having your third eye open and people being able to see you with your third eye and you can see them. Other ways being seen, some people, their divine feminine energy. Like, are you really feminine? How do you handle yourself as a woman? Are you a prude? Are you a nerd? What kind of woman are you? And what's up, Sarah? I think Sarah. I hope I said that right. So people will ask you, which kind of woman are you? And a lot of times you won't know. You won't know what kind of woman you are because you're thinking to yourself like, okay, I'm probably just, you put yourself in a category that other people put you in. Other people will put you in a category and you'll start to think like, maybe that's me. And it's like, no, that's not you. You're you, but okay, how do I put this? For instance, me, right? I had to learn to accept the fact that I was a nerd. What's up, everybody? Happening? I had to learn to accept that I, in fact, was a nerd. Like, I'm a nerd. As a woman, I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd. I'm not, the cool girl. I'm not the fly girl. I can be the cool girl and the fly girl. I get cute. I get my nails, cute. Yesterday, I did a facial. You see, it's healing from everything because she had to get in there deep. She pulled a lot out of my face. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm a nerd, and I love being a nerd because when I'm a nerd, I get the chance to just be smart. A lot of times, men will try to make you not smart, or they'll try to dumb you down, or dumb down your education, or dumb down, things that you've learned about yourself and that you know to be true. So a lot of the times, they'll do things like prevent you from using your pineal gland, permit you. They'll prevent you from being able to, you know, use your wisdom when it comes to your kundalini activations and stuff like that. They'll just prevent you from being able to be the best version of yourself. And a lot of times people want a sexy woman. Modern day America markets the sexy woman, the woman who is willing to downplay other women and have a big butt and shake it in a circle. Everything's good. So, with that being said, you got to learn to remember that. Because the person I'm a very humble person. I just sit here and I just like entertain y'all, be cool with y'all, just chill. But modern America's like, you got to work. No, it's not normal having a big butt. I mean, my butt is not small, you know, but it's like they idolize those portions of the body versus a nerd isn't really worried about their posterior. I don't know what you mean by that. But the point is, when it comes to being seen, you'll wonder, what do people view me as? Right? Instead of wondering like, hold on, let me get the words for this. Okay. So, instead of being seen for what people want to see you as, you still project who you think you are, right? But when it comes to being seen on the evolution journey, you have to realize that people will see you as what they want to see you as. Like, you might judge me and think that I want a muscular dude that's toned. You might think that because my skin is clear that I have the best facial regimen. You might think because my hair is wrapped up that I like Erykah Badu, or like I'm Muslim or something like that. You might see me and perceive things about me. My nails are done, so you think I got a good job because my nails are done, my skin is clear, I look youthful, my skin's glowing, my hair's wrapped up, I have a clean shirt on, I got a chain on, right? I can't wait till Okay Man get on here so he can go ahead and monetize this. I'm gonna moderate this because what is that? Anywho, so people will perceive you as one thing based on what they see. You see all these piercings. Some people say, you know, when you see the piercings and the nose rings, you already know what it is. That has nothing to do with who I am as a character or who my personality is. I really just like piercings because, you know, I thought that they look cool. Like, they look nice. I looked at them on someone else and I saw them. I'm like, I want that for me. I thought that the details of a piercing looked nice. Now, usually I wear gold, but like, thank you, Beast and Lit. I usually will wear gold, but lately I've been wearing silver to match my face jewelry, like everything. Usually I would have gold nose rings, gold earrings, gold necklace. I usually would do all gold, but for the past year, I've done silver. I guess silver's to help me get into my nighttime, you know, understanding of myself. So we're just observing self and changing up and trying new things so that we can learn self better, right? So you might see all these things about me and think, oh yeah, she got a nice Anne Klein bag in the back, Calvin Klein. She wearing Valentino perfume. She got MCM glasses. First thing you think is, oh, this bitch got money, right? Right? The average person see all of these things like, oh, she got money. Oh, she got just the perfumes in the car, just chilling. Like she up. She got 2 Valentino perfumes. She up. You know. I'm just saying what people will say or will think when they first view you, right? All those things could be complete lies. Because as you guys know, I've been living in my car for the past 7 months. I just still have some of the things that I had before I started living in my car. Not to mention, I mean, I work every day. So I went to work all week and I was like, you know what? When I got off of work, I was like, on my off day, I'm going to go get me a facial. And I got a facial because I was starting to break out. You see these little things here? She dug in there. She got them out real good for me. I'm like, my skin breaking out, but everything that wasn't breaking out bad started to glow because she did good work on my face. But again, the average person will see me and be thinking, oh yeah, she up. Now also, whatever, that's just how you look, right? I'm in Maryland. That's how you look. we got to remember this. Outside of how we look, your energy speaks for itself, right? So for me, and my energy, and what I've learned, people say I come off as a very nice girl, very humble, very sweet. Some people say I come off as a bitch. Both people are right. You wanna know why? Oh, that's nice. That's what's up. Maybe you can send me a flight. I'll come out there. You can hang out. If I would have said that, so oh yeah, she be getting flued out. That means she be getting fucked on. You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving y'all an example of me saying one thing and y'all gonna assume something based on what I'm saying. But really, I don't even like getting on airplanes. I don't like traveling with the people that I don't know. And I was just saying that just because I was like, okay. You know, I'm just making conversation. That perfume was strong. Hold on. Ooh, child. Ooh, child. No, I'm just giving examples of someone might think those things if they heard those things. It's like if somebody see my nails done, skin glowing, they think that I'm up. Whole time I'm still living in my car. Now I do have some announcements to go ahead and relay to y'all. Woo, woo, woo. So I got my housing situation together. So we will be moving into an apartment very soon. So technically, yes, I am about to be up. But that's why I never, like, throughout this whole entire time that I was going through all of this, I never was telling you about my money. I was never telling you about what I had going on because I wanted to get things done in the background. Before I was just like, yeah, I got my own shit. I don't need a man for nothing. Because I'm not that kind of girl. You see, again, based on who you are, you can perform a certain kind of way or prefer to or present yourself as something that you're not. I'm not the kind of girl like, yeah, I don't ever need a nigga for shit, because that's just not me. I got stuff done by myself, though. Of course, people's energy was in my aura, and then, energy has to pour into certain things. So technically, you never do anything alone. Even if you do it alone, if there are people who are in your aura, they're helping you energetically pay for certain shit, they're helping you out. So I'm never going to be that person because I understand how deep this shit go. Right? But my point is this. When it comes to being seen as a star seed, when you finally understand how to really work and move stuff around, it's like, oh shit. I was thinking people was hating on me all this time. Whole time they was on a different level than me cosmically. They weren't hating on me. They're just at a different vibration. They weren't sending me third eye shots. Their vibration was just so high that to someone like me, I thought that it was, or like I went into the 7-Eleven. I had a sports bra on. I had this bra on right here. It's a little Fenty, little Rihanna jump. Fenty came with some sweatpants that matched. You see the little X on the side. I went in there with this on because I was just comfortable with a sports bra and some sweatpants. I just felt comfortable. I had a high frequency individual in my energy where their energy is like, some people swim faster than others. Some people just, they don't go. They got a bunch of energies inside of them. They cool with it. They learn to just accept it. They learn how to like maneuver and hold space for all those energies. They learn how to be high vibrational for real. I go into the 7-Eleven. The lady's like, why you ain't got no shirt? She said, they like projecting at me, like trying to get in my energy because they know it's really, they know when you get older, you know what it means when you see somebody hot. Okay? Hot boy. Baby, you got what I want. And I know several hot boys. It ain't just one hot boy out here, okay? There's multiple hot boys. Just like it's hot girls. Real hot girl know how to keep a nigga heated. You say you want respect, well, treat me how you want to be treated. Okay? Now, they was projecting towards each other. Oh, why you ain't got no shirt on? Oh, it's just really, really hot. It's so hot. And that would have just maybe been like, oh, and break down and let them in. But I was like, I'm not hot at all. She's like, oh, you don't need nothing, baby? And she started rubbing her stomach. I'm like, I'm good. I'm well fed. Thank you very much, ma'am. Appreciate you. Let me go ahead and swipe my card. She didn't put the thing through. I had to swipe it again. She didn't put it through. I had to swipe it again. Every single time I had to swipe it, it's like, it makes you want to break down your protective barrier, your aura. But you learn like, no, I'm good. No, I'm good. I'm okay. I'm good. Like, and something about the womb to the womb thing though. That lady passed by and immediately, like my womb was just like, like it just gravitated and like naturally, right? You could learn at any age. You could learn at 2. You could learn at 22. You could learn at 222. Whenever you want to learn. That girl who I think I know who you're talking about. Where she was at the party with all the black girls, and she was just like, I think I know which Asian girl you're talking about. She was dressed up with like the clothes on, and she went to the black party. Um, I was about to say this is Asian girl that danced at this black people's college party. I thought was so funny the way she was dancing. And she was starting to fuck shit up too. But anywho, it might be her. My point is this. Ooh, that stretch felt good. They perceived me as needing help, needing water. They didn't realize I was just in a high frequency bubble with somebody who was on a high frequency. I was holding space for someone who was high frequency. So for me personally, I was just looking at her like, I looked at her and the woman as people who needed something from me. They looked at me as someone who needed something from them because we were just on 2 different frequencies. So that's what I'm saying. When it comes to being, what's up, love? When it comes to being seen, you got to be okay with the fact that some people are going to see you as one thing and other people are going to see you as something else. Like they saw me as someone who was in need. I felt completely healthy and full and felt like I was standing tall. I felt presented well. I felt, great. They saw me as someone who was like, oh my gosh, she's on fire. She needs some water. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm enjoying my fire today. You and somebody else always say that. You and okay, man, always on something. I'm the internet wife. Like, what y'all talking about? Oh, wait. You could actually, I could, if you, let me see. I'm going to try you as a moderator so you can make sure that these crazy people don't say no weird shit. If you see anything weird down there, clean it up. All right. So, there's that. So what's the lesson in being seen? The lesson in being seen is this. Somebody might perceive this situation right now as like, oh my God, that's not how you're supposed to do it. That's hold them. You got to hold space in a different way. When you're being seen, you got to know what you do and do it confidently. You understand what I'm saying? You have to know what you do and you got to do it confidently. It can't be I think I'm doing this and this is what it's going to be. No, you got to confidently do. Hello, people from, I'm getting a lot of people from Italy lately. What's that about? Strange. But I'll take it. What's up, Italy? So, when this comes to being seen, you got to realize people are going to see what you got going on because they can see with their third eye, and you got to be okay with that. That's the main part of being seen. Like, whatever people are seeing you as, you got to be okay with that because, like, I'm here on the internet, right? But to me, from all different camera angles, I feel comfortable. Like, my nervous system feels comfortable. Right? But to someone else, She got all them niggas throwing dicks at her. You don't see all that going on around her. That's wild shit right there. She don't know how to receive appropriately. No one taught me how to do this. I'm just going through with my body. Look, my body is comfortable like this. Some people, oh, that makes you a hoe. Some people, oh, wow, you can hold space. Oh, you're like a mother. You're very nurturing. You got to be okay with whatever people going to say because they going to say whatever they going to say. People talked about Jesus Christ before he got crucified. You understand? People talked about Jesus Christ while he was being crucified. People even still had the nerve to talk about Jesus Christ after he rose on the third day from the dead. The point is, people going to talk. What the Okay, this bump was on the back of my arm. I didn't know what it was. It was itching real bad. It's been itching for a week, and now it finally, okay. Woo! Where are you from? Canada? My relatives are from Canada. I'm not from Canada. I'm from America. Hold on. Hold on, little girl, together, okay? But my point is this. When it comes to being seen, you have to be okay with how you're being seen. If you want to change that, you have the ability to do so. I was raised in a Catholic church, my love. I was baptized. I went to communion, reconciliation. The only one I missed was confirmation, which was to model my life in the light and life of a particular saint. And that saint would have been Joan of Arc, because I like the fact that she fought battles, that she dressed up like a man and went to war. They didn't want her to, but she still did. She's like, what are you talking about? I'm qualified. Qualified. You city, where, what? Right now. So, Jesus, come from the sky real quick. And protect my backside. God, show me how good this can get. Because I could look at the situation myself right now and just fix it from that higher perspective and just ask God to let me see what he sees. And I'm seeing it. I'm like, so God, can you fix that? Because I don't like that. I can see it because somebody else can see it. And I have the ability to see through other people's eyes. No, I'm in Maryland, right next to DC. So I'm not going to sit here and be like, I've already done that, my love. Honestly. And this is a part of being seen, y'all. You got to realize you don't even have to explain yourself to people. You know your journey. You know your walk with Christ, with life, with everything. So it's like, you don't really have to sit here and be like, okay, I feel judged. I feel progressively attacked. Excuse me. I feel inhumanized. I feel dehumanized. Like, really, you're on crack. Oh, Lord. Okay, so Illuminati, I hope you got that. You won't have to feel the need to explain yourself to people or prove yourself worthy to anyone, because God didn't even ask you to do that. God asked you to, you know what God wants us to do? You can't give all your burdens to Christ, because Christ ain't here to fix everything. You got to learn this. One thing about life that I learned. There's no such thing as a burden to begin with, because I don't feel burdened, right? I don't feel burdened by anything, because anything that I feel, I know I can fix, because I know what it is, because I can see it. God gave me those eyes to see, ears to hear. Let those who have ears to hear, let those who have eyes see, right? So if that's what God said, that's what the Bible says, that those who have eyes and ears hear and see, and I can hear and see. He gave me the authority over myself to control what does inflow and outflow within my aura, my influx, my body. So if I have two brothers who think that they're keeping me safe from my front end and my back end, but to other people it looks like, Well, you got a lot going on over there, girl. It's like, no, that's just somebody at my north side trying to protect me, somebody at my south side, and I got somebody at my east and my west. Just trying to keep me in a bubble, keep me safe. They trying to only let in what I want to let come in. I kind of already understand how it go. But again, let those who have eyes see, let those who have ears hear. So I can't really get upset with what happens when I react to certain things that I know I was meant to see so that I could move around. For instance, God gave me vision so I could see one of my coworkers. She was like, it looked like she was either taking money out of the register or something was going on in the dream. Now I perceived it initially like she was stealing from the cash register, right? That's how I initially perceived it. However, come to find out, an important day in my life happened, a day when I had to verify what she did with the cash register. Then I had another dream where she was like laying down and she needed me to like help her do her hair and all this other stuff. I'm like, why do you need me to help you do your hair? You older than me. You keep screaming out, oh, you the same age as my daughter. You younger than me. Woo, 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 woo. Why do you need my help? But you in here like trying to sun me like, we can help you, we can help you. But you keep, in my dreams, you asking me for help in my dreams. So when the whole entire message came to me, because let those who have eyes see, let those who have ears hear, when I finally realized a lot of people wanted to, you know, little sis me, you know, little bro me, little girl me that needed my help. And I'm not saying it like I'm holier than thou, like, oh my God, I'm bigger and better than this person or that person. I'm saying it like, I understand now. To be a leader, sometimes you got to be humble. You don't have to be the one to be seen in the front, even though you're doing all the work. Even though you want the credit, because then when people know it's you, they come and attack you. So even if I am the one doing all the work, or if I'm the most gifted or most talented person, and this is something I'm even learning within my family, I don't need to be on the forefront all the time. My life path number is a 1, my brother's is a life path number 2, and my mom's life path number is a number 2. But we're all Sagittariuses, and we all want to be the one. And you know the saying, oh, I'm the 1, not the 2. That literally is my life path number situation. I'm the 1, not the 2. Both of you, y'all the 2s. Y'all need to be listening to what I'm trying to tell you to do, because what I preach is generational wealth and an exit plan from the matrix and the stresses of the matrix. However, it makes more sense for me to not be on the front line, even if I am more talented and more gifted in certain areas and aspects, because they have relationships that they've built with government entities that can give them, you know, the authority to be able to access other entities and energies that I don't have access to, because I have had government jobs, but my rebellious ass is still my rebellious ass, even on the job. Because I'm just like, I'm not going for that. So it makes more sense for them to be on the front line than me, because I have the right and the willpower and everything else, but it's like, I'm gonna let y'all fight for the family. Because push come to shove, the way that I fight, I might not even be fighting for the family for all I know. Because sometimes the way y'all been treated, you know. But when it comes to being seen, you got to be okay with that. So you mean to tell me you would put other people before your family? Well, did my family put other people before me? You know, it's like sometimes you got to really think like my little brother wants to be my big brother so bad, because he's been spiritually aware longer than me, yes, but it's like, you got to allow me to grow and learn too. It's like a bird. Once the mother pushes the bird out the damn nest, the bird got to figure out how to fly. Now, I've had a situation where I saw a bird that got pushed out the nest and it was so traumatized it didn't want to even try to fly. My son, everybody was picking it up. I took it and held it for a long time. And I started making it feel comfortable. I let it into my heart space. And I tweeting at it or whatever, and then it kind of looked at me and it kind of got its confidence back, and it was like, swah! And it was like, it made my heart jump, and I was like, oh shit, it scared the fuck out of me. As soon as it did that, it got its confidence back, and it jumped up and started bouncing, like jumping. It did shit in my hand twice. It shitted on me. So sometimes when you help and re-encourage someone to be seen, it causes you have to be humble. Even if you are the one that's putting this person back in position to be this person, you have to humble thyself, because you're here to help this person in their situation. You're not here for yourself right now. So I wasn't there for myself. I wasn't teaching myself how to fly. I saw someone who was needing help. I picked up the bird. I tweeted at it. I made it comfortable. It shitted on my hand twice. But once it scared me and showed me that, I was like, oh shit. It really scared me. It got its confidence back. It started jumping in my hand. It went and jumped on my leg and jumped out my damn car window and jumped on the ground. And it was jumping, and then the mother came back and saw it and was like trying to teach it, like, okay, open your wings, like, and I'm watching the mother like, I can fly. Can you fly? I'm here to worry about you. It started getting dark and the baby couldn't figure it out. The mother was gonna leave it on the ground, but me, I pitched in, because I started seeing these big ass crows, and I started feeling like big ass people was starting to come and like attack my spiritual, because I'm learning how to fly too. Like, I'm like, oh wait, I gotta do what? Oh, I'm even spiritually learning at this time. I'm learning with the damn baby bird. I go against my better judgment. I take the bird and I put it up in a tree. It was in a tree that wasn't its house. It had to stay in a tree that wasn't its own house. Its own home was in a tree that's further back, but I didn't know that at first. This is how the story gets good. I end up going back to the bird probably like 2 days later, and it's flying with its mom. And they like come up to my car and they're like, you need to come to my house. Like, she like flies and she shows me where she lives at. I say, oh, is the baby flying? And that's when the baby flies out the tree and it's like, oh my God, I'm like, oh my God, they're flying, yay! So every time I go over there, they make sure I'm good. Like, these two birds, they remember me. They be like making me make sure I'm like doing brain exercises and stuff to help and stimulate my mind. Like, they care about me and teaching me how to fly in spiritual sense, just like I cared about them. So when it comes to being seen, sometimes, especially if you're a person who really is a helper, who really should be seen, like Mother Teresa should be seen, like we talked about, religion and, taking on that accountability to be but like a saint when you go to confirmation. Mother Teresa deserved to be seen because she helped out so many. She poured into everybody. She was so selfless. Just because you're the Mother Teresa of your day and age and of your culture and of your collective and of your neighborhood, you're not always going to get a badge of honor for that. People are going to see you for one way, and you got to be okay with that. Like, it's a girl, I came into the neighborhood yesterday. The girl, she used to go to the club, shake ass, take videos, whatever. It didn't matter. She was a model, all that. However, when I came into the neighborhood, it was a cloudy day for me. The dude I came into the neighborhood, it was a cloudy day for me. I don't know what they did, but they knocked that shit off my shoulder so quick. I felt so much better in like 0.5 seconds. I'm like, damn, I feel a lot better now. That's crazy. It got sunny outside. The blue skies came out, all of that. Well, thank you. What's up, love? Happy to have you. So the world was like, oh, they ain't even all that. Niggas just want to fuck on them. They ain't shit. They ain't nobody for real. Yeah, they just some old hussy ass, whore ass bitches, and these niggas really broke and they ain't got no plan for their life and they just doing this and the third. Their version of happy is their version of happy. At the end of the day, when they saw me down, they helped me up. I don't know who put me down. It might have been the spiritual community that could have kicked me down and made me feel like that, for all I know. But these two people made sure that I felt okay. That's more important than being, so I'm super spiritual, but I'm the one, look at what I can do. I can humble people. You're not God. So why are you trying to humble somebody? I don't give a fuck what you do on your day-to-day basis. If you have the right to feel like you should humble someone, unless they did something to you intentionally and y'all had a line of communication, y'all like this, and somebody fuck up the relationship like on some dirty, grimy shit, and it was clear what was going on, like crystal clear what y'all had going on, unless it was that, it's not giving humble a person. Even when it gives that, it's still not giving humble a person. Because as much as I could come on here and talk shit about what my ex did to me, I'm not going to do that. See, being seen is not about being seen. Being seen is understanding that people going to see you as how they want to see you, and you have to be okay with that, but still show up as who you are. That's what being seen is about. Because people saw that girl as whatever they saw her as, they saw that boy as whatever they saw him as, and I was on Instagram. I'm seeing how they reading these people for filth, but I'm like, at the end of the day, they still help me up. regardless. When my son's in their care, he's good. He always comes back home feeling better after he's home. He feels like he's shooken off all his worries, his demons, and everything. He feels better after being there in that neighborhood. And that's why I lived there. I lived in that neighborhood for 5 years. It was always sunny outside. It never was a day where we didn't have sunny weather. Like it was good. Everything was cool. They literally was like, you good? All right, your son good with us. Go ahead, be good. Simple as that. They helped me up. But they're being seen as, oh, she's a club goer. She like to go. She's a hoe. She's a hussy. She's a this. She's a that. She's this. She's that. She's this. He's seen, oh, he's a this. He's a that. He trying to sell dogs, but he ain't making no sense. It's a that. They're being seen as that by the spiritual community, because those who have eyes can see and those who have ears can hear. Y'all sound retarded. Y'all got to get out of here. Y'all got to go. Because it's insanity to listen to a person who sounds insane. If you think I'm insane, then you need to leave. Bye. So they're being seen as those people, but literally they just help somebody else out. You get what I'm saying? That's 10 times more important than people being seen. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, she took on the crown from her mother. After her mother passed away, she's now the neighborhood mom. She now has to make sure everybody in the neighborhood is okay and healthy and well. The little girls have a role model. She's teaching them how to walk in heels, which I thought was crazy. But then I realized what it means to walk in heels. I'm like, oh, if you teach a girl how to walk in heels early, the confidence is unmatched. Because once you learn how to walk in heels, you know how to fly. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, if you know, you know. So she do all that, plus physical train people, all that stuff. She used to be a nurse. She used to help people in that sense. So when you learn stuff from job, you got to learn stuff about you, because nurses, they got that womb magic down packed. So if you was ever a nurse, your coochie can do things that everybody else's coochies can't do spiritually. It's just a part of the job, because we have a job on a 3D level, but it's also a spiritual job, because you learn spiritual ways to handle your job. That's why when you go into a hospital, you feel a certain kind of way. That's why when you go into a doctor's office, you feel a certain kind of way. That's why when you go into a police station, you feel a certain kind of way. They've learned how to manipulate the energy, and they learn spiritual aspects of different occult knowledge, different sacred wisdom, which has been stolen from us. Shout out to our Commission ancestors. They learn how to use that to create different energies in different places, different hot spots. So being seen is understanding that you might have that knowledge and you have to go into each building knowing. And then being seen is also like when they try to do something to you and you show them, like, I know what you're doing. Now you're seen as like, oh shoot, okay, we get it. You understand. You've passed your, okay. And you usually get a bypass at that point. So again, being seen comes with a lot of it comes with a lot. I'm not gonna lie. But being seen comes with also understanding that you're not always going to be seen as what you want to be seen as. Because see, in that neighborhood, I went to court, I did a lot of things, and now those people have stabilized rent for eternity until they fix all the mold and mice and everything else that was in that neighborhood. I didn't get the chance to be on the news and be like, oh yeah, it was me. I went to the court. I started it, and I really was like, because they used the older ladies that was doing it before me, but the older ladies, whatever they was doing, it had no motion, because they didn't have that fight in them. They didn't have that gristle, that determination to get it done, because they were so worried about work. They working their jobs. They doing what they doing. I had time on my hands because I was a single mother employed by myself. I did hair in my house, and I was making good money, so I had time to really put into the fight against the property managers. I would like to be seen as the heroine that helped these people and got their rent stabilized, and now they can't raise the rent over there until everything's fixed. I would love to be seen as that for that neighborhood, but that don't mean everybody in the neighborhood gonna see me as that. The ones who know. That's why when I came in there, they helped me out. So just because we're being seen by the world as one thing for who we are, she a club goer, he a drug dealer, dog seller, that's terrible. Oh, she a single mother living in her car. You could be seen as these things, and you will be seen as these things, but who you truly are, as long as you show up as that, Can't nobody say nothing. No matter how much gossip goes around about you, you're still gonna be seen as who you are. Cause that's who, like, you can say all that, but what happened yesterday? You can say all that, but what happened? If you got ate down by somebody and you more spiritual and you feel like that means you shouldn't get ate down, look, you don't know what that person been through. You don't know what that person do outside of what you saw on the surface. Yes, she might want to be outside with boys. It's not. It's nice to be as a goddess. Hold on. Let's go ahead and let's have no offense to you, Jazzy, if you're in the room, but let's go ahead. As a goddess, they say come to the altar with offerings. So if I am a goddess, meaning a divine feminine, embracing my sensuality and sexuality as I so see it fit, because I'm a single woman and I want to use it to do what I want to do with it, because it is my body, it is my pussy, I can do what I want. I'm a big girl now. Hello. If I decide to flirt with 25 men, and one is bringing me food, and one is bringing me clothes, one is bringing me new stuff in my car, one is taking my car to get it fixed, one's getting the oil change, one's making sure my hair and my nails is done, the other one's making sure my toes is done. If that's what someone decides to do with their life, that's their business, because those men have the eyes to see and the ears to hear. They know about it. So why do we judge people who do that if that ain't got nothing to do with us? If that's how they live in their life and you don't like it, let them do them over there. Being seen is knowing that people gonna do what they want to do, and you don't have the right to say that about it, because at the end of the day, we can see you too, and we like your lifestyle too. Your lifestyle's beautiful too. You can't take away from somebody else's lifestyle just because it's not what you would do. You just gotta speak on what you would do and do it. Be seen. That's the part of healing in the spiritual journey that a lot of people don't like. Because it's like, okay, I can sit here and judge everybody that, oh, she stole my stuff and she stole my jacket. She might have did all those things, but today, who she is today, like someone said, you need to go get saved by Jesus today. Yesterday, she was kind. Yesterday, she was kind. Yesterday, he was kind. Now, it might have been out of some malicious shit. They just wanted to see what was really going on. Like, okay, that's a filter. What they really got going on. Who really got money? Oh, no. That's all. Then you see, still can't trust them. Because, you know, some people sometimes want to just... Baby, of course I got main character syndrome. I literally saved the whole entire apartment complex and got their rent stabilized. And on top of that, I used to homeschool my son, right? Let me give you a little breakdown about stuff that's going on in America. I used to homeschool my son, and I made it a thing. I'm like, I'm going to homeschool him, and he only going to go to school until January. After winter break, he don't need to go to school no more. I'm going to homeschool him for the rest of the year. I think that's better for his brain. It taught him how to really grow up in the world, and he was able to work with me and really see how the world works, and it helped him become a more elite person. Well, guess what happened in America yesterday, y'all? Donald Trump said that school only needs to be 6 months instead of the, January, February, March, April, May, June, instead of the typical 9. So obviously other people agree, because people at my job in Kensington, high-ranking elites, NIH employees and things, they like, so how's your son? Oh, he seems really intelligent. I'm like, yeah, well, I homeschooled him. I did what I had to do, and I made sure he got time to really like focus on life and really analyze life on a different level, which made his brain really exceed to a different level. And people have been studying, watching, and now our kids only got to go to school 6 months out the year because they want our kids to become more elite. So yeah, I'm gonna have main character syndrome when I see laws being changed based on what I'm doing. What the heck are you? Why not? If I'm doing something and now laws are being changed, I got a hairstyling job the next day, or excuse me, the same day. We're no longer taxing tips. So now I don't get no taxes on my hair salon tips. So, I mean, if you start seeing every single time you do something in your world that affects everybody, laws are being changed. So I'm doing something and then everyone's affected by a law that's changed in my behalf of something that I've done in my life consistently, and I keep seeing it happen year after year after year, I'm going to have main character syndrome. I don't care what you think. Because that's the part of being seen. You're going to see me as a delusional person, but this mark on my forehead right here, and my birth chart, my 1122 master manifester in the universe, that's my birthday, 1122. Those are the master manifesting numbers. Those are master numbers when it comes to masonry, which everyone wants to subscribe to behind the scenes, masonry, the occult, all of that. So my birthday literally defines mastering the universe. plus my life path number is a 1. And my human design, I'm a manifesting generator. Most people aren't manifesting generators because they don't generate energy and manifest. Most people are either projectors or manifestors or generators. So by design, by the rules of the universe and things that I were not in my control, it says that I'm already ahead of the game and I'm a main character. It says that. The book says that I am. Even the test that America provides to me, the INTJ test, all that learning connections inventory, my brain is used first in all learning patterns. The way that I'm perceived on paper already gives me the ability to be a main character and have this kind of energy. I'm not an egoic person, but to someone on this live, when it comes to being seen, oh, she's just in her ego. She's just this person. She's just that. No, based on the tests that I was provided throughout my whole entire life, I've always been seen as elite. And then based on my own birth chart, I'm seen as elite. Based on my birth date, I'm seen as elite. Based on my life path number, I'm seen as elite. Based on markings on my body, I have the freaking Orion galaxy star on my body. What do you mean? Like the pyramids in Egypt go like boop, boop, boop. Those were your other third eye. That you have a subconscious eye right here, and you also have an eye on the tip of your nose. My body literally marks me to be elite. I have a birthmark on the front of my womb that's golden. It has light coming out of it. Like literally, it's like a diamond sign like this that goes like this from my belly button down to my uticot. It's literally showing that something about me is chosen. It's literally my markings on my body. So it's not me that's delusional. This is just who I am and what I've learned about myself. But for someone on the internet, you're delusional, you're crazy, you're insane. Well, show me that you have the same birthmarks and you have the same birth chart. Show me your test scores, everything that you've been shown on paper. And then show me your spiritual ranking. Show me the things that you see through your third eye. Show me that when you say something, laws change in the whole entire world for everybody. Show me that when you've been studied by people over and over again, based on how your child shows up in the world, they start changing the laws in the whole entire government for everybody in the United States. Show me how you lead the pack on multiple levels. Not just spiritually, not just physically, not just emotionally, but show me how you do that. Show me how your life aligns with something that big and things get shifted that big. I believe it does happen, but don't tell someone that they're not who they think that they are. You get what I'm saying? That comes with being seen. I could feel attacked right now. Y'all are trying to attack me and tell me that I'm not great. I know that I am. I see it. I'm looking right at it. I'm looking at laws change when I do stuff. I'm looking at the weather change when I'm feeling happy. I'm looking at when I'm in a good relationship, it's no clouds in the sky, blue skies. I'm looking at that and I'm seeing it. And I'm not taking away from that either. You see what I'm saying? Like, you just happen to be able to smoke more when you turn 20. So you was already there. So you was blessed. You was grown. That's the universe letting you know you grown. That was the universe telling you at 21 you became grown. You grown. It wasn't even about the smoking. But it's like people get so hyped up and try to tell people who they are. Like, oh, you're not really this person. You're not really that person. Oh, because you don't know how to do this thing with your energy and do this. And you got people working for you. If I'm supposed to be an empress and a queen, I'm supposed to have people working for me. I'm supposed to have an easy life. I'm supposed to have an inheritance of abundant energy from my grandparents. They're supposed to have gave me generational wealth spiritually and emotionally and everything else. That's what's supposed to happen. When it comes to kings and queens back in the day, when it comes to Queen Elizabeth, what you think they was doing? They did something one time and the whole family is good forever. That's how it's supposed to be. You are. It doesn't matter where you live at. It doesn't matter how spiritual you are, how vegan you are. At the end of the day, if my family did work in the past to put us in positions to be good, and then on top of that, I'm born into something I can't control. I can't control the day I was born. That was something that God did. I can't control my birth chart. That's something that God arranged, orchestrated without my, like, I didn't orchestrate how I show up based on the test that universe gives to show who I am is something I cannot control, but it shows you guys proof of what I am. It has nothing to do with my personal opinions on anything. That's something that if everybody can take that test and their results won't be mine. You get what I'm saying? Everyone can take those tests and put in their paperwork, put in their information. It's not going to give you the same receipt from me. So that's why I feel like I know who I am. And that's why I show up as me regardless. Like, people, you need to be more protective of your energy. You need to be more shut off. You need to be more feminine. You need to be more masculine. Oh, you look like a man today. Oh, you need to get your nails done more. Or you can't have this job. It's like, child, the paperwork already said what the paperwork said. If y'all want to treat me like how y'all want to treat me, that's dumb for y'all to even do that, because you going to curse yourself. Because every person that's ever did me dirty, jail, dead, psych ward, broke. Well, what about you? When you living in your house, in your car, getting my apartment? After all of that, I had to go through the last bad relationship. I had to learn my lesson one last time and let go of everybody from the past that I don't have nothing to do with anymore. And say, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead, because I see how y'all wanted me to fall. God gave y'all the ability to show y'all's true colors to everyone in the universe, so that when y'all call me crazy, God and everyone who's been watching this whole entire story would know that I was never the crazy one. When it came to the rumors and me being delusional about me being hunted by people in my family and stuff like that, people who've been watching, those who have eyes to see and those who have ears to hear. What's up, South Africa? Happy to have you. So I'm prepared to be seen, and that's why I do what I do, because my numbers line up, my charts line up. That's stuff that I don't control. But then things that I have control naturally, without even knowing all of that, I'm fighting for neighborhoods, single mothers, to have stabilized rent, to have a clean place for our children. We shouldn't have to have mold and mice and roaches just because. Like, what do you mean? Y'all have a community down the street where people using key fobs to get in their front door in their apartment. I can't even get my key fob to go to the gym. What's going on? Y'all make enough money to fix all this stuff. Y'all got yachts. Y'all got to trust. That means that the family got the money that's protected. I'm already reading y'all's whole entire dossier. So it's like, what are y'all doing? Why y'all not treating people correctly? And when time came, push come to shove, they eventually had to do what? Pay them fines and get that neighborhood together. And until they do, they can't raise their rent. I did that for a community. I don't need to get the praise from anybody, because the people in spirit who saw it knew it, and they can't refute it. And the people who want to go against people who do stuff in the spirit, it's like, y'all got to see the whole story before you just assume, okay, that bitch is a hoe. Okay, she might be a hoe, but guess what? That hoe know how to cultivate that whorish energy and draw it all in to feed them children and nurture them children. So sometimes you gotta stop thinking about a woman as a hoe, because some women, they go out just like nurses do. They go out and they grab sick energy, they transmute it and make it healthy within themselves. They know how to do it. It's an alchemical thing. And then they give that energy to children who need it. That's what they do in hospitals. They go to sick people. They be like, so what you want to do with your auntie? Oh, you giving me the energy that y'all don't want them to survive. Okay. They pull the shit out of your energy, and then they'll go give it to some sick kid in another room. They're skilled. That's a mastery skill. That's a woman's trait. A woman can pull energy from you with their sacral chakra and then deposit it somewhere else. So you look at it as that bitch is a hoe, she's doing this, but you don't know the girl might be feeding the community. She might be the one who making sure these children still nurture, because everybody else don't know how to do that stuff with their womb, because everybody's not taught that. That's why the doctor, the medical system, when you look at their symbol, what is it? It's the two snakes, the two kundalinis going to the top with the crossbow, turning air into gold, right? So if they, in their community, you can clearly see in their community, they have the two snakes that go up the thing. That's all about Kundalini, them and the doctors working together, bringing that energy up and then putting it where they want it to go. That's how people get healed in the hospital. So you got one perception about what's going on, but you really got to look deeper into what's really going on and just really see it for what it is. I mean, it ain't always beautiful, but being seen is understanding that even if you're doing the right thing for your people, to somebody else, you're going to be the villain. Because them people who saw me go to court and do all this for these people, I'm looked at as like a problem. I'm looked at as like a tick to the universe. How is she now? Look, we got to pay all this extra money. Who is she? Get her out of here. Find out who her family is. Torture them. Then now it's looking at, okay, so now we looking at y'all apartment complex community. So why are y'all doing it to this family? let's go ahead and just fix this and get this all cleared up. Because if y'all just go ahead and mind y'all business and go do y'all thing and do the right thing and make sure all y'all apartments are up to standard, so that if we had to come and do a walkthrough of y'all's property, y'all wouldn't fail. Just do y'all job. Like, why y'all mad because y'all gotta do y'all job? Y'all bought the property. Y'all the ones that acquired the property. Why did you acquire a property that you didn't want to keep up? And that's, again, that goes back into men. Men, why do you get as much women that you want to get, but you can't keep them up? Don't get a woman if you can't make sure she get her nails done every 2 weeks. I mean, excuse me, every month. At least once a month. Don't get another woman if you can't do one kind gesture. I'm not telling you you have to get your woman's nails done. But if you can't do one kind gesture, take someone out on a date every 4 weeks, get their nails done every 4 weeks, make sure they get a facial every 4 weeks, a massage every 4 weeks if you can't do it yourself. If you as a man can't provide something at least once every 4 weeks for a woman, you don't deserve that property. Being seen is knowing that what's going on a micro level is going on a macro level. So just like them people don't want to take care of that property, think about men who don't want to properly take care of women these days. And then we wonder why people want to go, oh, I need to have 25 men to take care of me. I need to do this. I need to do that. People don't think about that aspect. You get what I'm saying? So just to clear the board real quick, I'm just clearing the energy real quick. All right. Sorry, y'all. Just had to clear one good time. Get my bearings back. Y'all got to understand that being seen is going to be understanding. Sorry, spit went down the wrong way. Understanding that you're going to be seen as one thing, even though if you really are this person. Dude don't want no female. He got to raise. What are you talking about? Raise. What are we talking about? You might have to get put into timeout already, because Kim, what the heck? Getting a girl's nails done every 4 weeks is not raising them. Getting a woman a facial every 4 weeks is not raising them. Making sure they get a massage every 4 weeks is not raising a woman. And I didn't say all things. I said one or the other. Taking them out on a date every 4 weeks is not raising them. You come in here to lower the vibration. We ain't got time for that mess. Because what in the world? And when it comes down to it, yes, everything we do is work. Things have to be active at all points and times. Right? No one's talking about women's rights right now. We're talking about being seen. So since you want to be seen right now, tell us, Kim, what's the right way to be a man? Or what makes you a man, Kim? Most women can't even do the same for the man. That's crazy. I've always paid for my man's haircuts. You need your haircut? You need your hair done? I got you. I'm a hairstylist. I got you. You want to go for massages? I've even bought massage tickets for me and the dude, the last dude I talked to. I'm like, we could go to the massage place right now. We go to the spa, the sauna. Let's go. He didn't want to go. I even asked his baby mother. I was even cool enough in that relationship, mature enough to be like, hey, shawty, I know that that's your baby father, and he want to make sure that everything copacetic around here. So you want to go to get a massage with me, and like we could just talk and we could chill. We could like get to know each other so that you can like feel comfortable knowing that, you know, everything's gonna be copacetic. Like if your daughter's ever around me, I'm not that kind of person. I'm not that girl. Like really get to know me outside and just see how I act in the outside world. Like, but I'm saying, you saying most women, that's not true. That's just some of the women that you might know. That might not be 50% of women. That might be 30% of the women that you know. That might not be 30% of the whole entire population. Because you got to understand, when it came to the UN voting recently, the only countries that said that humans should not have the right to food were Iran and the US. All other countries voted for it, and those were by men. So that means in other countries, everywhere else besides the USA, most people are being treated appropriately. Meaning, 9 times out of 10, those women are being taken care of. So there's no need for them to reciprocate. Their men are giving them hundreds of thousands of dollars anyway. So what I'm saying to you is, it might seem like most women can't reciprocate, but you have to tell us where you're from. As a man, I like to hear what makes a man. What makes you a man is a woman telling you that you're her man. You being a woman's man. You being a woman's man makes you a man, meaning you leading the boat, you leading the pack, you being a leader, not a follower. You not following behind 25 other niggas on a red pill podcast and using that to dictate your relationship. That's what makes you a man. Because men want to be leaders, but don't want to provide. They like, I'm a lead, but I want you to do 50-50. How are you going to lead me, but I'm doing half of the financial work? It doesn't make sense, because here's the thing, and I'm going to go ahead. My wife remodeled my office while I was out of town. That's beautiful. She always reciprocates. That's what I'm saying. So if you have a wife, then you're her man. She's doing things for you because you're doing things for her. You're going out of town making that bag. So she's like, well, let me surprise him when he come home and feng shui is a thing. Let me situate everything in the office so that when he come back in town, everything gonna be a fresh breath of air for him. And he gonna be like, oh, this is new, and it's gonna make your brain reset, and you're gonna breathe air different because you gotta readjust to something that's new now. Because you're being a man, she's able to reciprocate. Because you're in that provider, that leader role, she can do that. You should. I can't tell you to not go back, because I've seen people who go back and it's good. I've seen people who go back and it's bad. I can't tell you which one to do. Too many masculine women. That's why men don't want to leave. All right. Yeah, it's time to go ahead and put y'all in timeout. Masculine is saying that I'm healing but not doing the work. Like, I would love to sit here and like go back and forth with y'all, right? But this episode is about being seen. We've been married 10 years. I allowed her to stay at home the first 5 to 6 years. Now her business is thriving. Exactly. See, that's exactly what I asked for from the dudes that I talked to. I said, okay, I've been working my whole entire life since I was 10 years old. I'm 31 this year. I'm like, okay, the dude I want to talk to, I want you to like go to work and pay most of the bills. And I want to work from home and make a business that can fund our life. So if I'm at home, I want to make a business where I'm selling press-on nails to people, and I'm selling jewelry to people. I'm selling my skincare products to people. I'm selling the clothes that I wear. They got our logo. Like my sweatshirts got all our logos on. I want to sell my clothes to people. I want to sell my lifestyle to people. I want people to be like, oh, I want to buy that hoodie because she's wearing it. I want to buy this because she's, you know what I'm saying? So then now my everyday life becomes marketable because I'm working from home. And me just living and then posting on the internet is what's getting us paid. And then also the views and the reels and everything is getting monetized. And I couldn't be more happy for her. Exactly. See, that's a man right there. We got men talking about some women is masculine. Why do you think women get masculine? Because we have to do stuff alone. See, the thing that y'all forget, and I'm going to go ahead and run down this real quick. And this is true. A man complains about doing 100%, right? A man will complain about 100%. But then forget that women who are single with children do 100% by themselves and for their kids. So it's crazy to me when a man complains about doing 100%, but I as a woman have done 100% myself. You get what I'm saying? I, as a woman, I've done 100% by myself. I, as a woman, have done 100% by myself with my kids. So when I see men who complain about doing 100% and then they ask a woman to do 50-50, I'm just looking like, you want me to do 50-50, but then when you get off of work, all you got to do is take off your shoes at the door, shower, wash your ass, and then food is already ready for you. Meanwhile, I went to work too, cooked, picked up the kids, got them all showered, bathed, washed their faces, cleaned in their ears, got their earwax out, cleaned behind their ears, cleaned up in their noses, cut their fingernails and their toenails. And all you gotta do is kick off your shoes and come home. Now, on your off day, you do get to go take the cars for the oil changes and get the car washed and vacuum out the car. I give you that. You make sure the cars drive well. You get the new parts for the cars. You do the mechanic work. You go out and be a man and connect with other men so that I don't have to go. Because I went to the auto body shop to get my oil change yesterday. I swear them niggas tore me to shreds. As being a woman going out in the world is scary. Luckily, I know the dude, he flirts with me, but it's because it's like, stay with me. I'm going to keep you safe. These other niggas in here, they trash, they trifling. They going to have you out here pimped out to other people. Stick with me. Stick with me while you getting your oil change. I got you. You good. You gonna be good. Other niggas, they nuts. So as a woman, seeing that I've been doing this for years. Even when I was with my son's dad, I had to do this by myself for years. Pay the rent. Well, no, not well. When I was with him, I didn't have my own place, but I still had my own car. I was paying my car notes, paying for my own gas, paying for my own oil changes. I was doing everything and then still getting my nails done, still doing my hair, still looking good, still getting facials, still getting massages. Even sometimes paying for him to get a haircut. Even sometimes cutting his hair, retwisting his locks. I'm the one that started his locks. His locks all the way down to his knees now. I started those back when my son turned 3. My son, he had them locks for 10 years. I started that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, a lot of the times, when men want to ask a woman to go 50-50, it's a slap in the face, because it's like this man who has a wife says, I can't even keep up with the stuff that she does for the family, because it's a feminine role to do certain things. But when you're a man, you can put a woman in her role, and a man can be in his role when a woman is a woman. But those two things can't take place until a man is ready to be a man and a woman is ready to be a woman. That's why marriage is a very serious thing that we don't really take seriously in America. And I think that's crazy. You know? We don't take that balance serious no more. It's people on here laughing, making jokes and shit. Like, that shit's not funny, bro. From no angle is anything that you're doing funny right now. Men got to be humble to be a good father and a good husband. But I want to lead. I'm an ego. I'm the man. I'm like, well, okay, so my phone bill need to get paid. You got me? Nah, but I got $100 on it. But you just got $1,000 and you got it because I opened up my account for you. And I allowed you to get your money deposited into my account. So I'm just trying to understand why I can't get $200. And then when I get paid on Friday, because I get paid every week, I could just give you back the full money. I just need the full thing right now because I need my phone and I need my son's phone. Instead, you go get yourself a phone and then go get 2 tablets. You can use this tablet. You don't need to have your phone no more. The tablet got its own phone. I'm not about to be walking around with a big ass tablet to my face talking to people. So I already knew right there, like, yeah, something wrong with your brain. No disrespect, because of course he got his own family, because he's still living with his family. No disrespect. They messing with your brain, so you can't think straight. You trying to be a man, but you're not a man yet, and you don't understand why it was really important for you to pay that full cell phone bill that day to show me that you had my back, for me to truly submit to you. Because when I needed you to show me that you had my back, you didn't do that. You showed me that you was more worried about getting a haircut, looking cool, getting 2 tablets and a cell phone, you know, showing that you had the money to be up, but you needed me to get the money. You needed me to pick you up. You needed me to take you to the bank. You needed me to even have the ability to do those things. Of course, you did the work, but also you was using me to make the videos. You was using me. You was locked in with me. No, that video that went viral that one time, you wasn't there. I'm always there. At the point where you lock in with somebody and you got access to them, you know how to pull on their energy when the time come. So that's false. So men want to say women can't reciprocate, but I've been the woman to always go hard. But then I think that's why I always attract feminine men. My money's always been hers and vice versa. Once she had my baby, once our accounts were shared, we gave each other allowances. Exactly. Like, when me and my son's father was kind of cool and he was starting to make some money, he was starting to be a little bit more decent about stuff. But when he really got his money, he had just came home from prison. He was on a whole nother level. He was like, yeah, this girl held me down in prison. You was out here fucking around. I mean, not to show. I mean, it's, God forbid, like I said, you grow and you learn, right? Because you grow and you learn. That's all I'm going to say. People get grown and they learn like, oh, I understand why you had to do that. Because you know, you just live and you learn. You grow up, you get older. So for my exes, by the way, I'm not trying to brag. I'm not perfect. I'm just giving some context. I'm glad. Hi, know you're dominant. Yeah, I mean, I'm a dominant woman because I'm a Sagittarius, which is a masculine zodiac, you know. But I was born into that because my mom was a Sagittarius and she had to be dominant for 5 kids because her baby fathers left her. I was made to heal a generational curse. That's why I was given a son first so that I could break that curse. But being seen is people seeing you and seeing your life, and now they know to not judge you. But even when you go ahead and you give and you tell all this, somebody on here still gonna have their perception of me and women in general. Kim Walker still gonna feel how they want to feel. Yes, I did. Excuse me. Kim Walker gonna feel how Kim Walker gonna want to feel, regardless. Why? Because that's how you feel. That's your experience, and I can't take that from you. I can only tell you mine. I can only give you advice on what I've done, but I can't tell you, you know, what to think. I can't tell you who to be. I can't tell you what to believe. Because at the end of the day, you've had your experiences. Until you heal your mind and you change how you act, you're not going to see a different response in the universe around you. Until you become who you need to be, you're not going to see what you need to see. And that's the thing about a spiritual growth ascension. You're not going to be able to see a man be a man unless you learn to submit. And then when you learn to submit to the wrong man, you learn why submission is something that is possible but should be taken seriously. And as a man, when you submit to the wrong woman and you get your heart broke, you realize why submission is important, to be honest and vulnerable, because you learn who a person really is, but then you learn to also protect and guard your heart and really look for and vet for a person that truly has their mind on right. So everyone goes through a heartbreak before they truly get in love. The thing that's going on in America right now is everybody's scared to get their heart broke. Men want to be stingy with their money because they don't want to look like a simp. Women want to be selfish with their time because they don't want to invest in a man who's just going to treat them like a hoe and bounce off with the next bitch. But it's just because everybody's trying to protect their hearts and no one's being in their heart. Everybody's thinking orange and red and yellow. No one's thinking green, blue, purple, indigo. You know what I'm saying? Or indigo purple. So basically, you still healing, girl. No, I've healed already. I just dealt with a person who wasn't healed because I was trying to help them heal, and they kind of broke me down a little bit. And they still sometimes linger in and throughout my energy. Like I could see on my face, I know when their energy come around. I know what their face look like that. I know how their face look, you know? So it's like, they still linger sometimes, from time to time. But everybody just scared. Like that person was scared. He was scared of being taken advantage of. But then I go look on the internet. I'm like, oh, it says you in everybody's DM. So I'm sitting over here healing with you. You trying to break it down, and you don't appreciate what you got going on for yourself. That's crazy. You using my healing energy to go give it to all these random ass broads all over the internet. So now I'm pretty much locked in with a whole bunch of women I don't even know. That's crazy. Because you felt like what I had was healing enough for you to even be able to spend it on other people. It was so much healing over here. You know what I'm saying? Like when you really healing, you can really nurture a society of people. When you truly are healed because you understand what it takes. It's them unhealed people that be selfish, be stealing energy, scamming, trying to run off on the plug twice, all that stuff. That's what make you lack in energy, because people start seeing that they don't need to invest in you because you steal too much. You don't know about reciprocity. You don't know about pouring out so that you can receive. You don't release enough to have enough space to honest life with y'all, like being seen. I'm okay with y'all seeing my life nakedly, because the more I'm able to be honest with y'all, the more y'all are able to be honest with yourselves. So when y'all see me being naked and honest and open with my life, you're like, oh, I get it now. And it gives you some clarity to go off and go do your own thing, you know? But I gotta go because I've been pouring into y'all too much. I gotta go ahead and recoup. I poured into y'all. I feel almost like my vessel just feel a little. I feel all y'all at the same time. Y'all in here. You understand? So it's just, it's weird to me that people really want healthy relationships, but they not acting like healthy partners. And I always show up as a healthy partner. I always seek to understand. I always try to communicate, talk with, my partners. So when I see people who say they want healthy communication from their partners and stuff, I'm just like, but you're not even showing up as that. You're not even showing up as a person that you say you want. I show up as a woman. I got money. You need food. You need shoes. You need clothes. You need water. You need a haircut. You need a facial. What you need, I got you. I show up as that every single relationship. Can't one man on this planet that I've ever dated say that I never showed up in that energy. Ever. Even when I didn't have, no man can say I did not show up bearing gifts. Not one man on the face of earth that I've dated or slept with can say that I didn't come bearing gifts, with money, able to feed myself, clothe myself, regardless of what my situation was. No man can say that. Not one. And I love that. But again, being seen is, some man might say, she was a hoe. She slept with one of my friends while we was dating. Your friend who? I didn't even know y'all was friends. And when we was dating, you broke up with me and told me we was done. So I started something with somebody brand new. I didn't know that was your friend. I didn't really go out with you, so I wouldn't have known who your friends was. But at the point where we on a break and now I'm resurfacing, refining and realigning, because clearly it wasn't with you. So I'm gonna just go ahead and go figure out something else, because you said that it wasn't here. So I'm gonna go ahead and charge you that to the game and listen to you. You know. So a lot of the time people say, "No, she ain't." Mm-mm. Look in the mirror real quick. You'll understand a lot more about why your relationships don't work. Look at how you are. Look at how you treat yourself. Look at what you was willing to put up with the person. If the person was showing you and saying certain things at the beginning of the relationship, you shouldn't even went any further. Excuse me. Sorry. I'm just closing up. I'm just closing this out right quick. MK Ultra, to a degree, everybody is. At the point where you are here in America and you walk into a store, they MK Ultra everything. They have lasers. They have frequencies that are being shot at you from different angles in the store with different monitors. Everyone's affected by MK Ultra. Everywhere you go. So you think men are having men that you date are having a good transfer window given the complexity and PSR and monetary inflation is toughy. Um, Honestly speaking, I think the men that I date, when it comes to transfer window, they should be fine, honestly. Because at the end of the day, if you are really a man, you're gonna figure out how to make money. Because I'm a woman, I figured it out. If I gotta go to a job and work a job, I'm gonna go work a job. If I gotta go do part-time this, I'm gonna go do that. Like, it's no excuse. Because again, as a woman with a child, when I live by myself, I figured out how to pay the majority of the bills in that house. I figured out how to get food. I wasn't even on food stamps most of the time I was living by myself. I figured out how to make sure I had enough money for food, groceries, utilities, cleaning products for the bathroom, Windex, bleach for the floor, for the mirrors, paper towels, toilet paper for the bathrooms, wipes for your ass when you left the toilet seat. Like, I figured out how to do all that and pay my car note and my insurance and still have my hair done and my nails done and my skin clear and my lips looking right and wash my ass every day and have soap in the bathrooms for the baby and soap in the bathroom for myself and washcloths and towels. So again, I could see some of y'all are empty portals and vessels by asking certain questions. So I'm gonna just go ahead and just put y'all in timeout because just reading your name just made me feel drained. I can't even read you. It just felt like everything just got sucked out of me that I just pulled back. I can't do that. I'm gonna just let y'all know this. I will never date a man who's not at least willing to go 85-15 with me because I know that I could do 100% by myself. I can do bad all by myself. I've watched myself do good and bad by myself. I'm not going to circumvent my success just to be a woman. And being seen is knowing that even though I did what I did in my last relationship, I'm not doing that shit again. I had to go through that being dragged through the mud to see how bad it felt. But now that I'm picking myself up, I'm like, I will never do that shit ever again. I'm not doing 50-50 with no man. Why? Because if I'm the one going grocery shopping, getting the air fresheners, the Glad, the candles for the house, making sure the kids are picked up, making sure the kids are going to sports, planning everything, making sure the bills are paid on time, plugging in the number so that plugging in the card information, plugging in the correct credit cards for the, I'm doing all of that. And I gotta work and bathe the children, cut their fingernails, their toenails, dig their boogers, make sure their eyebrows clean inside their ears, clean behind their ears, make sure their hair is done too. What the fuck are you doing? Besides, on your off day, you took the 2 cars for car washes and oil changes and vacuumed out the car and talked to a mechanic about getting a new part for the car. What else besides work do you do for the house? What else is there to do? What is there else to do as a man? What else is there to do? If your only thing is to worry about the cars and the upkeep of the cars, after you take the cars for a car wash and you get the mechanic to fix everything and you get the oil change, you get the tires rotated, what else is there to do for you? A wife makes a house a home. So you as a man, you got to be willing to put in more work to make sure your wife can rest because there's plenty of men who have no problem with going 100%. It's no such thing as 50-50. It's called 100%, 100%. Whatever you're good at, you do that. And whatever she's good at, she does that. See, I'm masculine. I'm good at making money and making stuff happen. So I sometimes attract a feminine man, and I'm cool with that. But just make sure that when you feminine, you at home, you making sure you taking care of the kids, and you also picking them up and doing everything else, and also washing clothes and folding laundry while you're there too, since you're gonna be sitting at home all day. Otherwise, get your butt up here and you do the work and let me sit at home and fold clothes all day and be feminine. You get what I'm saying? Like, additional to the grocery shopping, food preparing, and everything else. Because you, as a man, if all you got to do is come home and take care of the cars and get car washes and oil changes and get the car repairs done, who's cooking, who's cleaning, who's buying the cleaning products, who's ordering everything, who's making sure the bills are paid on time, who's got the credit cards logged in, who's making sure that there's enough money on every single credit card to make sure all the bills are paid, who's doing all these things, who's getting a new rug when the rug gets a hole in it, who's making sure that we get carpet cleaners to come in, and who's making sure that they're calling the maintenance man and getting the vents cleaned in the apartment. You know what I'm saying? Who's calling the plumber? So being seen is realizing like women do a lot more for the house than men really give us credit. And that's why we get fed up and we be like, we need at least 75%, 25. We're like 50-50 is bullshit because the amount of money and energy and time we got to put into that. And we got to sex you good and fuck you. Like, it's, y'all really be delusional about how much y'all want us to pour into y'all when y'all not even willing to pay a cell phone bill. One time. One time. Just one time. Women will show up for y'all every single time, every single day. When you call, they come, they drive in the car, they coming to pick you up. The one time you get asked for a favor, one time you sit here acting like a whole skirt, a hoe ass bitch. You need a God fearing man, a husband. I know. But I'm a man who finds a wife finds a good thing. So that's why I'm so happy that I'm getting my place very soon. That's the announcement. I'm getting my place soon. They called me up in the apartment, said everything should be cool. I got the email, so my place is gonna be secured very soon. I'll be getting look at it shaking. The car is vibrating because the AC just came on, the engine started. But I'm gonna be getting all these things very soon. So for me, I'm more than grateful. I got the ability to speak how I speak because I done stepped how I stepped for too long. You get what I'm saying? Like I done stepped how I stepped for way too long. Alone. So now I got the right. I'm sorry. Someone in the back of my head. So now I got the right to act like how I want to act because I done stepped for too long like this alone. So that and the man who finds a wife finds a good thing. I'll be a wife to myself. I'll be making sure I'm key. Because again, if I could do 100% in my household alone, why do I need to come into a relationship with you and then do half? You should be picking me up out of my life to give me ease and comfort, not to make me still have to do what I have to do and then also add you into that mix. If I can already do all this without you in my household, I can pay my bills, I can do all this alone, make sure I look good, nails done, all this alone. When you ask me to come into your space, you're supposed to be bringing me some kind of leadership, guidance, and protection. After 5 years of showing you niggas that y'all ain't shit. Right. The only reason I live in my car, we all know, is because I trusted a man. So it should be teamwork, loving one another, protecting one another. Exactly. That's all I'm saying. It's teamwork, but everybody got to play their role. So eventually, you, as a man, you should not want your woman to be in the workforce. If you understand what happens between you and the females at your job, why would you want your woman doing the same thing? If you know that if she's giving all that energy to all her bosses and everybody and all the women, because y'all men, for men who have jobs, if y'all work with women, y'all know what them women got to do for y'all at work. Why would you want your wife in that compromising position if you really a man? If you know what you got to do with the women who court you and host you and you see how they're treated and the things that men say around them to make sure they feel like they're just there to serve, why would you want your wife doing that for any other man outside of you? Real question. No. Because I know I could do it on my own. Doing hair is no problem because I do hair for women and men. I know how to be independent. The key that is you need a God-fearing man. That's the cure. But that's what I'm saying. As I'm just asking this question for all men. Let me balance it in the back. Hold on. Put my shit back up there. Okay. For men, if you know what you got to do and what you do to women when you at work, why would you want your wife in that compromising position? If you really a man, why would you want your wife doing that for a company? If you know what a woman does at your job for you, why would you want your wife, the mother of your children, doing that for strange people that you can't see every day? That's why women don't want to do 50-50 and come home and suck dick and cook and clean, and they get tired and they mad because they going through the same thing as you, but they're actually on the other end of the bullshit that you fuck around and do at work. Y'all got to see it from that perspective for you to understand why 50-50 makes no sense. So to be seen is for me to tell you the truth, and you men be seen. Now y'all really, everybody who here who got a woman, you really think about it like, damn, I do be fucking these girls up, and my job be like, and then damn, I got a girl and she doing that same thing, and she coming home and sucking my, and I'm being like greedy, I'm being inconsiderate. And I want her to cook and clean the house and go to the grocery store and pick up the kids and cut their fingernails and make sure the phone bills is paid on time. And she also and washing the drawers and folding the laundry. You are such an idiot if you really think that women don't work as hard as men, baby. We gotta let all y'all inside of our womb for y'all to even be able to work. Y'all don't even see. I can't talk to somebody who don't have cosmic understanding of the life. Men don't even realize when women are there, the women are the building. The women are holding the building together. The women are spiritually the building. You walk into that door, you walking into the woman's womb who is, you don't even understand. You have to be put in timeout because you're not even mature enough to even have this conversation for you to even understand what's being said in this room. So you just got to shut up altogether. You don't even get the right to talk in this room. When you walk in that door, you walking inside of that woman. That the women are curating the energy in the space. They're keeping the swirl together, and it's the men's job to go over top of them and protect the building, whoever their overseer is. But they're also required to hold space for everyone that walks in the building. So they're like the moms of the whole entire company. All the women have to stay connected to keep the building twirling and keep the energy percolating, because this is a spiritual cosmic thing, and you're walking inside of these women's wombs. So they're actually doing this with their wombs all day to keep y'all motherfuckers safe. But half of the time, a disrespectful person walk in there, oh yeah, these it's a balance. So your wife is doing this for your house and for a company and corporation and for your kids and for all your friends that you talk to on the phone. And you asking for 50-50. If you don't go somewhere and sit down on a hot tack, child, you putting so many miles on your woman's car by not taking care of the car. It's like you asking for the Corvette to be out wintertime, fall, spring, and summer. You got the Corvette out in the middle of wintertime and don't even understand the value of a woman. You driving a Corvette in the snow. You driving a Corvette in the fall and in the spring and summer. You putting miles on that motherfucker all the time. If your woman is at work with you, your woman is going through every season as a Corvette all the time. If you could at least say, babe, work from home and find you a soft life job. She's simply just posting her regular life, getting the kids ready, being in the house, meeting up with her friends, selling her cute little jogger set that she got on. It got her logo on it. The baby got a matching outfit. We're selling our clothing line to the people that want to follow us on the internet. We're selling our press-ons to people on the internet. We're selling our lashes to the people on the internet. So every morning I get up, I wash my face with these products. This is my product line. If you wanted my skincare routine, go ahead and click the link in my bio. Also, these herbs, I made these capsules right here. This is really my product. I really did sell it. Y'all really can click the link down below and purchase these for real. And like, this is a parasite detox. This is another thing that keeps my skin clear. I actually had stopped taking this. That's when my skin broke out because I couldn't find it, but I finally found them again. So, yeah. This is the vitamin I take every single day. You know, lifestyle. And when I wake up every morning, I sage the entire house. So I'm burning my own sage, making content, showing you guys. If you guys want sage protection for the house to really set the mood in your house and really cleanse the energy in your house, purchase my sage down below, which you really can purchase my sage in the link down below. This is all real things that I'm really telling y'all. These are all real. Also, you can go on my TikTok link down below. Purchase my hoodies and my t-shirts as well. Rejection is redirection and God's protection. Okay, hello. And resilience is brilliance. Be a star. All of my clothing. You can go click the link down below and purchase all that stuff. All my links are down below. Get to know me. I also make music, breath work. I'm releasing an album on the 9th. I had to get it pushed back one day. It's supposed to be 888, but the name of the album is I Thought I Was Late, so it's really cute. It's on brand, but it's gonna be out on the 9th. I'm gonna post that for y'all as well. Be on the lookout for that. It's coming up very soon. So yeah, my point is this: y'all be blessed. Y'all have a great day. Y'all have a grand day, but understand one thing for certain, two things for sure. Women put in a lot more work than y'all men give us credit for. So when we ask for a soft life, we just asking to be respected. We asking to kick our feet up because half of the time when we go to work, by the time we come, if you could see how swollen my ankles are just from being a woman, just being connected to other women, our ankles are swollen. We carrying the world on our backs too, baby. Pouring into people left and right. If you're not even making sure our cup is full by allowing us to be soft sometimes, what you think? What you really think? Come on now, wake up, smell the coffee. Women do a lot of work. And all men want to come home and do is fuck and show off the damn car, race their kids against other people's kids, and get the oil changed. Now, if you got a house, you might get the grass cut. You might trim the trees back. You might paint a wall or two. You might screw a pipe tighter. You might screw in something so the cabinet not shaking all crazy. Depending on what kind of man you are. If you like my stepdad, you might rewire all the outlets and all the switches in the house so they look like they all match. You might do some electrical work. It depends on what kind of man you are. It depends on what kind of man you are. I'm just saying, from my understanding, men a lot of times don't show up for their women and they want to be treated like kings and they're not even putting a queen in a queen's position. Meanwhile, women like me, what you need, babe? Money? Oh, I got that. Haircut, shoes, food, date, movies. Just tell me what you want to do. Massages, I pay for all of that. Man, try to tell me you're boring, you're boring. Every other girl I date, they come with ideas. Did you ever think that maybe the idea is I don't want to go out with you because you're not paying? So I'm kind of being a little selfish with my money right now because you're not paying for everything. You know? EB Tweet Queen, ghetto, chewing like a cow. Mm-mm. Wow. But you come here and you locked in with my energy. So obviously, whatever I got going on, it tastes good. All right? Whatever I'm cooking up over here, you wanted to get a piece of it because I'm looking at you right now. I caught you. Looking right at you. I'm talking about some EBT queen and trashy, but you eating off the plate. Child. All I'm saying is men really don't give us credit for what we are capable of. Some men. A lot of men do. A lot of men do. And for those men, blessed and favored are they to. Okay. They will receive a wife. They will receive their Esther. They will receive their Ruth, you know? If we want to take it to the Bible. Oh, before I get any further on this road, hold on. Before I drive off, I got one more thing for y'all before we go. One more thing. One more thing. Because I got to go ahead and release. I'm holding all this space. I got to release. Whew. Let's get into the daily word. Today's day is the 7th. Stay on course. Ooh, ain't that something right there? Stay on course. Let your eyes look right on with fixed purpose, and let your gaze be straight before you. Consider well the path of your feet, and let all your ways be established and ordered aright. Turn not aside to the right hand or to the left. Move your foot from evil. Proverbs 4, verses 25 through 27. Jesus knew what his purpose was. He disciplined himself to stay on course, living his life to fulfill that purpose for which he came. As Christians, we need to follow in his steps and focus on our purpose. We were bought with a price to live our lives in such a way that we become the salt of the earth, the light of the world. See Matthew 5. We are to lay down our selfish, self-centered lifestyles and gear our lives towards doing something for the betterment of someone else. Then we will experience that joy unspeakable, full of glory. Peter 1:8. Ooh, sorry, a tear came down my eye because I'm telling you, I gotta pee like something you ain't never seen before. Ooh, when you finally snap back in and realize how much you holding up in here, child, I might have to jump out the car and go pee before I even make it to the bathroom. Woo, child. But didn't I just speak on how when you pour into somebody else, when I talked about the story about the bird for everyone who's been here since the beginning? I saw the bird fell out the tree, and instead of just sitting there and leaving the bird, I sat there and poured into the bird, and the bird scared me, and I had to humble myself for the bird to fly. That's the joy, seeing somebody else being able to fly, not being able to just crush their dreams, but being able to be like, okay, birdie, you can fly now. Enjoy flying. And that's the actual, when I think about it, that seems like the task of submitting to a husband, if you ask me. When you finally be like, you know what? I want to see you do it. I'm going to submit to you. There you go, baby. Go ahead. Just make sure while I'm strapped on your chest, you actually got my back. And my left and my right. And my front and my side. Look at that. All four of them birds flying in formation. Ooh, one just picked up and just started leading the pack. He can fly now. About damn time. Some geese. Oh, can't see them. Where they just go at? They're somewhere back there. Point is, y'all heard what I said. I gave y'all enough time. I still gotta pee. Luckily, he came through and helped me, so I ain't gotta. He helped me hold my bladder. See, and that's when you call on a man's energy. If you got pee like that, child, that energy real quick will soothe you real quick. You ain't even gotta use the bathroom no more. But the joy of life is to be able to give to somebody else. So if you was in a relationship like myself, where the person was trying to pour into you, but you know it was being selfish with their time and really breadcrumbing you. Oh, look at that black butterfly. If you had somebody pouring into you or refusing to pour into you and you was pouring into them, just take it as you paid it forward and now you will be blessed, regardless of whether that person be the one to bless you or somebody else. The universe saw what you did. The universe saw you pour into that person. The universe saw your pure intentions towards that person's heart. Regardless of how that person treated you, the universe witnessed everything. So when you finally let that go and you sever yourself from it and you go through that death of that relationship and that moment, that everything, the universe saw everything. So you will be blessed. You will be paid forward. You will get the chance to be able to affirm and esteem yourself. You will get that chance. You will have it. You will be blessed and highly favored because you genuinely did that for somebody without any ill intentions. Whereas another person, their intention was to lure you in to betray you. You know, they saw you a weak and they lured you in to take advantage of you. And that's the difference on that end. When someone lures you in and tries to take advantage of you and betray you, God don't bless that. God don't bless no mess like that. Like what? You brought this person in your house so you could try to hurt them? You brought this person close to you so that you could steal from them, so that you could hurt them or like betray them? God don't like that. God ain't for none of that. God is not for none of that. Don't say you praying to God and you love God and that's what you're doing every single day. Like heck no. You're not fooling nobody but yourself. Saying you working for God, but you sitting here backstabbing and betraying people. It's not how it works. And even when you fall, make sure you know how to get back up. And if you got to take a break and just sit there and get your bearings back together, build from the ground up. Be an architect. Build that shit. It's like the Eiffel Tower. Keep building. Keep rising. Keep climbing. Take breaks. Just never stop. You'll get it eventually. It's just a matter of understanding it all. But the joy of it all is to just pour into somebody else. Okay? So make sure before the end of the day you pour into somebody else. Be a good person. But that's what being seen is about, because everybody's watching. The word is your stage. The word is your forefront. Like, you're literally on a stage right now. Like, even y'all watching me, the people who are judging me and talking down to me, you're on a stage right now. People are watching you. Seek to have judgment on a woman who's just coming on the internet to give her perspective. You're being watched. Your boss is watching you while you on break. See, everybody's being watched all the time. We're all looking at each other. So make sure the show that you put on is a good one worth watching. Okay? I love y'all. Remember, here you are heard, seen, and loved. Remember to have peace, love, and hair grease, and everything in between, because these are your chakras and your body help you manifest your dreams. Don't let nobody take advantage of you. All right now. I love you. And I haven't done any tarot in a little minute. I'm gonna do tarot tomorrow, okay? If y'all want to book a tarot reading, the links are down below the book. You want to do a one-on-one with me, breath work. You want to listen to my breath work, my meditation music, any of my stuff, my music, my poetry. Links are all down below. If anything you want to receive from me, it's down below. Links. Support the channel so that I can support y'all. You know, when y'all pour into me financially, fiscally, monetarily, I'm able to give y'all more of this and, you know, be here. But make sure y'all subscribe too, because when y'all subscribe, if I get to 1,000 subscribers, I get monetized for every single time I come on here. Help me help y'all, you know, because when I'm more financially stable, I'm able to be even more stable for y'all. It's a quid pro quo. You scratch my back, I scratch your back. I pour into y'all, y'all pour into me. Sister, you speak wisdom. Those who don't want and who get you shall grow. Of course, let those who have eyes see and let those who have ears hear. Simple as that. That's it. That's it. Ain't nothing else to it. Look, y'all just heard the car just started. So y'all be blessed, y'all. Have a good one. Manifest a good day, please. Don't hurt nobody. As Tabitha was say, if you can't have a good day, don't you dare go messing up nobody else's. Okay? All right. I love y'all. Peace.